What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of Musical Autopsy, where I listen to albums and give them a personal review on how they sound and make me feel. Most of the time, it will be brutal death metal and other brutal subgenres like gore grind and, black metal and everything. But maybe time to time we'll do like sludge metal, groove metal, stuff like that too. Today, for our first album review, however, we're gonna trip our balls off to Colorado State's very own Cephalic Carnage with their all-out spastic death grind debut, Conforming to Abnormality. As the album starts out with Anechoic Chamber, we get a very, actually weird and unexpected trap rap-like beat that puts us on our toes of what's to come next. Expect a lot of those surprises.
Hello?
Even the song title introduces an unconventional idea for death metal. Usually death metal will consist of lyrics like gore, zombies, torture, everything like that. But let's break it down a little bit. An anechoic chamber is a room that is designed to stop reflections or echoes of sounds. Kind of not heard of in death metal if you really ask me. Anyways, immediately we get assaulted by grinding madness. Now, the band actually labels this style of grindcore as hydro grind, a combination of grindcore and marijuana-themed lyrical ideas that convey their own societal stances on the plant. And that actually really shows in the musicianship as well. Throughout this album, and even others that came after, you start to notice that these guys like to mix a wide variety of grind, sludge, brutal death, jazz, and others. Now there's two main versions of this album, those being the original release from 1998 put out by Headfucker Records, and the 2008 re-release /remix/remaster put out by Relapse Records, which includes 20 new tracks and an updated, way better album artwork. Note that a lot of the bonus tracks on the re-release are random outtakes and joke tracks, but I'll be focusing on the 2008 release since there is more content and sounds better. Let's talk instruments. Steven Goldberg from Ad Nauseam and Zach Joe, also from Ad Nauseam, delivered duo slang insanity with their guitars on songs like Trailer Park Meth Queen.
Remember the rule, everybody. If you don't understand it, shoot it.
Even showcasing some groove and slams on Jihad and Regulos de Mota. The song structures fall into the same line of psychotic technicality with bands like Tun and Disgorge. Tornadoes of grind and breaks that snap your neck keep the album interesting and fun, with more notable breaks such as Analytical and Extreme of Paranoia. Now the bass isn't the most audible thing in the mix, but when a song halts to give the bass its time, Steve and Zach, who also trade off the bass, make sure to use that time wisely. While Steve and Zach annihilate the strings to death, drummer John Merriman accompanies the strange and chaotic nature of the song structures with intricate spasm attacks and hateful snare whippings. Amidst the THC-covered musical composition, vocalist Leonard Allele, also known as Lenzig, contributes some normal and expected death metal gutturals and high shouts for this time in the genre, but occasionally he'll spit these gross gargles that sound like the album artwork. last thing I would like to explain about this album are the disorienting samples and the downright stupid bonus tracks. Now that short little grinder right there is also a reoccurring riff that filled the tracks Live at Your Mom's House, Celebrate, and Once More with a Feeling.
Worship Satan.
From the untitled 5 to 10 second outtakes to the silly as fuck Phantom Farter.
Hey, this one will be the Phantom Farter. It'll be about the motherfucker is always farting.
You will be super confused and intrigued by the mentally ill flow of the whole record. As we end off on a more comical note, with a hootin' and tootin' country-like parody, you wonder to yourself, what the fuck did I just listen to? An album with wacky characteristics to this extent, while keeping the essence of brutality, reminds us that death metal isn't always serious, and should always have room for experimentation. Cephalic Carnage's Conforming to Abnormality is a treat for wacko music fans that want to grind their whole house down while smoking a fat joint. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Musical Autopsy. Drop a like for the video if you want to. Take care, you sickos.